everybody? Hawaiian homeboy Shane Kahaleha, your host of All in Aloha. Thanks for tuning in. And I've been wanting to get this guy on the phone line, video line for a long time. Good friend from Maui, but he doesn't live here anymore. Thank God. But thank God that he's a blessing to many people up there in Las Vegas. I want to introduce to you my good friend, my brother, Mr. Sean Santana. How's it, bro? First of all, I gotta say this. I went on Google and I was like, okay, I gotta see the correct title for Sean Santana. So I type in Sean Santana, and this is who. I was like, who is this guy? That's not Sean Santana. Actually, that is, but that's not the one that we.
You implanted this script that you set me up this now.
Of course, it's called an icebreaker. It's called an icebreaker, Mr. Santana.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Right now.
Yeah, I bet you are. Shane Kahaleha. Yeah, are you?
Homeboy.
Oh, okay, well, it's only going to show this pretty face. That's all it's going to show is me. So you don't need words.
Yes, you are pretty Shane. I get that.
You know, that was PG rated, though. You got to admit, because I could have got more crazy than that. Hey,
I know.
Real quick.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Did you just almost stutter? Did you do?
It was a reception. I had a little pause, bad reception.
You know, that is bad. That is bad for TV. On the radio, you can get away with that. But for TV, you gotta be like.
I didn't recall the stutter.
Yeah, you didn't. Actually, there was no audio behind this, so it's legally. No, I'm not stuttering. Okay, here we go. First question. Mr. Sean Santana, how is it over there in Las Vegas? How's the heartbeat with everything that has been going on, and especially with the recent riots? How's the heartbeat of our local people over there in Las Vegas?
The Hawaiians, we just mind our own business. I don't know of anybody who has participated in any of the protests and riots that I know of. I mean, I don't go out there and ask, but I mean, the people that I know has not participated or has encouraged rioting. So, the Hawaiians, we keep to ourselves. You know what I mean? Kapu Aloha is what we practice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Up in Mauna Kea, you know what I mean? How they, the most, mildest protest is Mauna Kea is a good example of Kapu Aloha. And I think a lot of us have learned from that and realized that you can't always fight or protest with violence. That's not always the right way. Is, Kapu Aloha, sometimes going that way is my way would have been straight. Kapu Mahalo.
Hey man, you might have just started something, bro.
Yeah, just a joke, cause I'm a grown-up man. I'm changed. We changed. When we was young, Shane,
I agree.
Like the Hawaiian people up here. We all stick together, and like I said, I haven't seen or known of anybody who's participated in the protest or riots. So I think that's a good thing.
Well, I think Pure Aloha and everything that you've built and stand for behind those words guarantee resonate through all of the families up there in the 702. We've lost some people as of recent. Uncle Willie K, Kaulana Pakele, who has been on your stages many times.
Multiple times, many times. He's also been on the songs, the Pure Aloha songs that we've put out. Yeah, Kaulana was a really good friend of mine, and I can say that he's one of the nicest, right on his brothers I've known. But he's so cool. He's just a good guy, Same with Willie K. We've had Willie K several times performing on the Pure Aloha stage. We try and support all the Hawaii artists by means of performing at Pure Aloha. So
sorely missed, that's for sure. Sorely missed. We're gonna be doing a tribute to Kaulana Pakele shortly. So everybody who is tuning in tonight, we'll be doing that in just a little bit on behalf, of course, of the Pure Aloha family and all that Kaulana, people that Kaulana has touched. So what's new with Vision Entertainment and Pure Aloha? Many people have been following you on Facebook and seeing the good news, but how are you able or planning to adapt with all that's been going on, being that the Pure Aloha Festival is a outdoor and a festival where people gather?
As you know, this COVID-19 has affected almost every business, especially the businesses that are outdoors or that brings together groups of people. So with Pure Aloha Festival, until the social distancing has been lifted and there's no social distancing, I don't think, or I don't plan on putting on the Pure Aloha Festival. And I mean, we were planning on doing the October one, but after a lot of thought and discussion, I mean, like, a lot of the halaus that performed, they weren't able to perform, so everybody's all like behind a little bit, and we don't want to put pressure on anybody. And the economy has really affected a lot of people, and I mean, like, people are kind of tight on spending. So I mean, just I figure wait out a little bit, let things get better, people get back to normal, and then April, definitely. I mean, April we're gonna come really hard. I mean, but there's bigger things. I mean, other timing couldn't be any better than it is right now. I mean, with the plans and the projects that's in store right now that we're working on, I mean, the timing is perfect. I don't know if you wanna introduce me into it, or you want me to just start talking about it, roll into it.
You're already rolling into it, so just go ahead and tell everybody the big news.
So the big news is there's this good brother from Waianae. He's a self-taught businessman. He's a very smart, very faith. He strongly he believes in God. Has a lot to do with the choices that he's made, the direction he's going, and it shows. He's a very successful businessman. He actually owns and operates the Ohana Hale marketplace in Oahu, which is the largest indoor marketplace, and he also owns a self-storage. But he has made it possible for me to create and now pursue a dream that I never thought would ever be possible. I mean, he's approached me, and he asked about me, and we talked for a long time. We talked for days. He flew up. We hang out for days, and he got a 20-year lease on this 80,000 square foot venue, which I am now a partner into this venture. It is taken off from the time we sat and talked about it to where direction it's going. It is just like it is just amazing how God works, because I mean, it's just all coming together. The bigger picture is basically it's going to be called the Pure Aloha Marketplace and Cultural Performing Arts Center. What we want to do is we definitely want to, with Pure Aloha, is hang on and promote and enrich the kids in culture, a place where they can learn, they can perform, and they can see all types of cultures. It's not just the Hawaiian or the Polynesian culture, every culture. So with that said, the Pure Aloha Marketplace will consist of retail vendors and a food court. And inside of that, we would have another area where we have some restaurants with some, casual dining, where maybe have a cocktail lounge. But the bigger picture with all this, that when I saw this place, I didn't even see this little thing. And I mean, this big thing in the corner that was hidden until after the fact. But when I saw it, it was like, wow, this is like my perfect venue to do concerts. I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be a 3,000 seat venue. It's totally capable of turning the room out into different things. I mean, you could be indoor, outdoor. I mean, the options. I mean, it's just amazing. I don't know where it came from, but I saw it, and it is going to be the Cultural Performing Arts Center. Big things. I mean, it's a great. Sorry, I'm getting text messages while I'm doing this, and I'm just doing that. But yeah, the big thing about this cultural. Now we have an avenue and a venue to promote our culture and help promote the music and the artists, so they can grow as an artist and go mainstream, like in the direction it's headed.
Yeah, you think you can you're gonna be able to accomplish what you've done with Pure Aloha, being an outside venue pretty much with this new indoor venue that you acquired?
This marketplace will not. It is totally different than the Pure Aloha Festival.
Okay.
The Pure Aloha Festival will always be an outdoor festival that will consist of weekend vendors, where they have mom and pop shops, or people flying in for the weekend to promote their craft and their shirt, whatever it is. So Pure Aloha Festival will always be a festival that will be an outdoor event with vendors and live entertainment and carnival rides. I mean, with this marketplace, I can't even fit any carnival rides inside, to be honest. I mean, it's big, but it's not big enough. But yeah, Pure Aloha Festival will be always a standalone event that will always be happening outdoors. The marketplace will be an everyday event where you can go every day and you can experience the eat and shop at island retailers. I mean, not just island retailers, all types of retailers. It's a big complex that's going to be so diverse and so much different types of variety of people selling different stuff. I think it's going to be a great experience. And my goal going in and has always been partnering with the community, giving back. So definitely we're gonna have to change the level of how I carry myself, because I mean, we will be critiqued and looked at. I mean, it's such a big level that I have to change in many different ways, but positive ways, which is not a bad thing. And it only is a good reflection on all island people. And I want to represent people from Hawaii or Poland, whoever it is. I want to represent our people with the way that they would want somebody to represent them. So,
Well, I think the
see what it
Lord,
is.
I think the good Lord has put this inside your hands because I think it's time for you to I don't know, I guess take it to the next step because you've already accomplished a lot with the whole Pure Aloha events and from a group of people now to almost like a foundation now.
I mean, it is total. I mean, like I've told everybody before. I mean, what's happening? It's a dream I never ever thought of
Mm.
because I never thought it would be possible. So once I was approached, then that dream started to like really come to me, and then doors started opening, and my mind started moving, and the direction it's going in. Started off with smaller, just retailers, like a marketplace, to now attracting attention of larger businesses, larger restaurants, larger retailers that wants to be a part of it. So the direction it's going is definitely going to benefit everybody who attends. So I mean, I'm gonna like always. I mean, think about the community and the people first, and this is for them. So I mean, definitely, we take people's input and see how they feel about it, and so much different things. I mean, but I definitely do it for everybody else, even myself. But my main goal is I'm a giver. If I can give back, it feels good to give, and I'm satisfied with that.
Performing with Marty Dredd tonight. He, of course, is one of the original performers, like myself, at the first ever Pure Aloha, which is what, 19 years ago now?
I mean, like now, by you saying that shows our age thing. I think it was a long time ago. We must have been 16 back then. I think, yeah.
And don't forget Marty's age too. His age too.
Yeah.
Don't forget his age.
Yeah, I clearly remember those days, the days that, bro, the memories. I remember, we tried to abandon Marty Dredd with the running after us, yeah, and he really thought we was leaving him behind, and he was full speed.
Oh man,
no slipper. I mean, his thing. I mean, but those memories seems like it was just yesterday, man. I mean, we had such good times. I mean, we did some stupid things, but it was good times that I will never regret. And now we're grown up, and we can look back and hear the stories about our kids doing those stupid things. But hey, it's all good.
Nobody got hurt, and thank God for that. That's for sure. The luxury and actually blessing of being a part of the Pure Aloha compilation album. I know you remember it. Being one of the first performers with Marty Dredd at the first ever Pure Aloha. Good memories. I know, good memories.
19. I mean, that was 19 years ago. I mean, I mean, it feels like it was. I mean, it doesn't even seem to me 19 years, but when you say the number, it's 19 years. I mean, it's reality. It's been a long time. Time flies, but I mean, like, I haven't looked at it as work. It was all what I enjoy doing. So I mean, that's why time flies. You don't realize how fast time's moving. I mean, when you enjoy what you're doing, but there's bigger things to come. I mean, we did Pure Aloha Maui for the first time outside Nevada, which I feel was a success. I mean, we definitely want to come back. Just I mean, just let things get better, let everything clear up, get back to normal, and yeah, I mean, want to spread that aloha definitely back home because we have lots of support from Maui. Maui, I mean, the support and the love that we've received in Maui is I can't even explain how the community came out and wanted to volunteer and participate. I mean, all the businesses just donating stuff. I mean, wanting to help out and see this succeed. It was such a strong feeling of I mean, made me homesick. You don't get that any place else but home. Yeah, you can take the aloha with you, but you're not gonna feel the aloha when you're at home. I mean, you feel it, you see it. I mean, you live it. It's a total difference. But I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's good stuff.
That's true.
Aloha is alive in Hawaii. In Maui, I don't really go to the other islands, but in Maui, aloha is real and it's alive, and you can feel it the minute you get off the plane.
Well, you have definitely carried the torch ever since leaving Maui 19, 20 years ago. And, I'm sure that the feeling is mutual with everybody that you've come across, whether it was vendors, performers, all of them, all of these years. I was talking about the compilation album. You've always been really intertwined with the artists, not just because of who they were as artists, but who they were as people. I know it for a fact personally, and it's been always working in your favor all of these years.
I mean, I build relationships. Everybody I've came in contact, I've worked with, has become family. I mean, like I treat them like how how we was raised to treat them, with respect. You know what I mean? We treat them how we want to be treated, and then with that kind of instilled in us, I mean, I build relationships and they become family. And I mean, the minute we start talking, hanging out, it's like we've known each other for years, and that's the way I've always been, and that's the way I'm always gonna be. And I wanna instill that in my kids. I mean, that like I said, aloha. Aloha has so much different meanings, but when it's pure aloha, that's real. You know what I mean? You can feel it. I mean, the family is there, everything, love. I mean, it's all comes together.
So, Pure Aloha festivals, as we have known it to be in the past, may have to change, but it'll always be an outdoor event. Vision Entertainment, of course, now involved with an indoor venue. So we'll be looking forward to what you're up to. But before we wrap things up, my final question is, like I said, you've always been intertwined with the music and the musicians. The compilation album back in '02 or whatever that was. Um, is there a resurgence of maybe doing the same now?
I think right now my life is like this marketplace has taken on. I mean, an amazing. I mean, like I even told my other half, Elisa, that our kids are gonna be raised in this place. I mean, there's so much time. I mean, we're gonna have to set up a bedroom and a kitchen. I mean, and I mean, just stay. They have even a aerobic workout room already, so they can stay physically fit. I mean, it is. I'm putting every bit of energy that I have, every bit of aloha that I know, into this place. So I mean, like this is gonna be so much a part of me, and Chris has given me the freedom to pretty much just Sean, you're pure aloha, make this place the house of pure law. So I mean, like every bit of it is I'm putting into it, and that energy is just driving. I don't want to pull away from it. So this marketplace will be a place that when you come into Vegas any day of the year, you can go and you can experience pure law, and you can feel it, and you can eat it, and you can taste it, and you can touch it, and everything else.
I think that's the principal advantage of you having these venues now. We don't have to wait till October or in April to have the Pure Aloha experience. Can be any day, every day over there in your new venue. Right on, man. Congratulations about that. And before we end our interview, I want you to introduce our next performer. Of course, he is none other than the Maui reggae ambassador to the world, and he's been on your stage too. So go ahead, Sean, do your introduction for our brother.
Well, introducing to you the Maui Namo Slipper artist performing everywhere he goes. Namo Slipper, get callous on the feet. Mr. Marty Dread.
Yes, here he is singing "Ooh La La." It's Pure Aloha.